What is the other one? We saw a picture yesterday. We saw a picture yesterday. Okay. Sharda?
Okay. Here. Vastram.
Chitram.
Chitram. Oh, I thought we was Vastram. Oh, okay.
We saw a picture yesterday. So first you can start with the word for we.
Yeah. I thought that word was vastram, but that's the word for clothing, so I really screwed up. I'm sorry.
Cloth, yeah.
So I don't remember the word for we.
Vayam.
Oh, Vayam. That was pretty close. Vayam. Ayer. Chitram. Same singular picture. And then to go to we. What's here? Distra. Distravataya. Huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it, the last one? Oh, good.
Yeah, if Vayam is if all of them are Vayam, all of them are Strilinga, all of them are ladies, women, then you can use Drishtavatyaha. Vayam Yaha Chitram Drishtavatyaha, that's fine. But if it is all male or mixed also, some are male, some are female, we use this one, Drishtavantaha.
Oh, okay. Which is it? Is it all men or is it all ladies today? I'm going to try for the mixed group. Distravantaha.
Yeah. Vayam Chitram Hyaha Drishtavantaha. Drishtavantaha. The student took the box yesterday. A student carried the box yesterday. Okay, anyone? Yeah, Anita, are you back? There's some problem with the line. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, can you please repeat again?
The student carried the box yesterday.
Chhatrah carried us to Nayati, is it?
Nayati.
Chhatrah ह्यः पेटिका नीतवान्.
Chhatrah petikam yaha nitavan. Now when I say student.
Petikam, okay.
Sorry?
Petikam in the sense it's Dvitiya, is it?
Yeah, Dvitiya. Petikam nitavan. Good, that's good. So if the student is Stri, then Chhatra.
Yes.
Chhatra nitavati. You met with a friend yesterday.
You.
You met with a friend yesterday. Can you want to try?
Tvam mitram yeah Tvam mitram militavan.
But note that again, when we say militavan, we are not going to use the, or we should not use the Dvitiya Vibhakti, mitram. So, because militavan is akarmaka, the milina, milana. So, mildhatu. Militavan. So, when it comes, we should use Tritiya, like mitrena saha. When meeting comes, when this mil, then mitrena saha militavan. Tvam mitrena saha militavan. Or you can also use bhavan, mitrena saha militavan. Bhavan is obviously pullinga. Tvam can be again like aham, it could be pullinga or strilinga. Depending on that, you can use militavan, militavati, militavantaha, militavatyaha, tvam. Tvam militavan, tvam militavati. Both are depending on the lingam. Both either can be used. Any other you want to try here?
Just a quick question, Maria. This Kridanta we're talking about. So, any Kriyapadam will have this rupam, right? Is that correct?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Any Kriyapadam?
Yeah, any verb can be like in this Kridanta rupa.
Yeah, this particular Kridanta rupam, yes. Ktavatu. This pratyaya here is Ktavatu. So, as is shown in the table here, where is the column?
V.
V.
V. VW.
Yeah, here. Bhuta Kridanta Ktavatu. So just a reminder that there are many Krit Pratyayas. Krit Pratyayas is a group of Pratyayas which are added to dhatus, a dhatu. A Krit Pratyaya can be added to a dhatu. And when a Krit Pratyaya is added to dhatu, it creates a new Pratipadikam. Pratipadikam which will become a Namapadam. When we add a Vibhakti Pratyaya to a Pratipadikam, it becomes a Namapadam. So, Dhatu plus Krit Pratyaya is equal to Pratipadikam. Pratipadikam plus Vibhakti Pratyaya is equal to Namapadam. So, here, in this case, Krit Pratyaya, which Krit Pratyaya is being added, is called Ktavatu, which is shown here on the top. On the top here, Ktavatu. So yeah, it can be added to any dhatu. And it becomes a pratipadikam in that sense, that he is in that state, indicating he or she or they are in that state. Upavishtavan, or attained that state. Upavishtavan means he has attained the state of sitting. Upavishtavan means he has already in the state of sitting. Kritavan, in the state of done. Kritavan, he has attained the state of buying. Means he has bought something.
Mahodaya,
Hmm.
in Srilingam,
Hmm.
this Pratipadikam doesn't change in Prathama Vibhakti form.
In this case, I mean, if the Pratipadikam is like a Dirgha Ikaranta, then it won't change. Or Akaranta also it won't change. But in other cases it might change.
Okay.
Like we have the, it depends on the Pratipadikam. Like we have the Halanta Pratipadikam, yatha dish is there. If dish means Shakaranta Strilingam. Dish means Disha only. Disha means the direction. Dish. So in that case the Prathama Vibhakti becomes Dik.
Dhanyavad Mahodaya.
Also, you note that there are Dirgha Ikaranta Strilinga, like Nadi is there, but there are other, like for example Lakshmi or Shri. I think I've shown it here. Yeah, like for example Lakshmi is there, Shri is there. If you look at that, these Pratipadikam Dirgha Ikarantam asti atra, parantu Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana Rupam Bhavati Lakshmi Visarga Sahitam. You see here. The Visarga comes. Lakshmi, Shri, Prathama Ekavachana. Okay. So we need 2 volunteers to read these sentences. Anita and Jen. Huh?
Okay.
And who is the other one? Jay. Tommy. Sambhashanam. Katham. Amitah.
Okay, will be Amitah. Oh, Suresh. Katham asti bhavan?
So,
Aham Aham samyak asmi. Bhavan katham?
so note here. So when we are reading this, the Sambhashanam or any small this paragraphs in between here, so it is not only you are focusing on the current subject of study, like the Bodha Kala, Bodha Kridanta right now. But you should also focus on other usages, the sentence formation, what we have studied so far. For example, we are saying here Bho Suresha. Here it is Sambodhanam. Sambodhanam. We are using either He or Bhoho, or there are other addressing words like Bhoho, He, which are possible in Sanskritam, like Ai, Aho. So those are possible, but generally, at least in the beginning, we use He or Bhoho. Then Suresha, here it is Sambodhanam. And then Katham Asti Bhavan. Katham, how are you? Katham Asti Bhavan. Aham Samyak Asmi. Samyak is, what is it? Avayam. Aham, Avayam is Avayam, and Samyak means good. I'm well, fine. Suresha, Aham Samyak Asmi. Bhavan Katham. Okay, next.
Here, Sayam Putra Katvan Bhavan.
ह्यः अहं मित्रैः सह भोजनालयं गतवान्.
लता आगतवती किम्?
लता न आगतवती. अहं लतां पृष्टवान्. तस्याः गृहाभ्यासः आसीत्. महोदय, गृहाभ्यासः means she was there in the home, her home, is it?
No, Tasyaha Grabhyasa Asit. Tasyaha means, Tasyaha is which vibhakti? Tasyaha means what?
Tasyaha tam.
Tasyaha, Tasya Sa is the starting Eka, Pratama vibhakti ekavachanam. Sa, right? Sa te taha, tam te taha. So, Pullinga it becomes Tasya. Tasya means what?
Shashti vibhakti.
Shashti. Tasya Pustakam. That is Pullingam. In Strilingam it is Tasyaha. Like we have Umayaha, Ramayaha. There is Sa. Sa means she. And Shashti becomes Tasyaha. Means her. Her or hers. Grihabhyasaha asit. Grihabhyasa means, Abhyasa means practice. Grihabhyasaha is like a homework. Home practice or homework.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next one.
भोजनालये भवन्तः किं खादितवन्तः?
तत्र वयं रोटिकाः खादितवन्तः. रमेशः तत्रं पीतवान्. गणेशः पायसं पीतवान्. सुमा किञ्चित् खाद्यं गृहं नीतवती.
नीतवती. भोजनालये भवन्तः किं खादितवन्तः? बहुवचनं. सुरेशः तत्र वयं रोटिकाः खादितवन्तः. Note that here. तत्र वयं रोटिकाः खादितवन्तः means we ate, we had eaten. Rotikaha. And here note that this could be many times this is a confusing. Like vayam is clear. Rotikaha. Now what is the vibhakti of rotikaha here?
Prathama vibhakti.
What is the pratipadikam? Lingam, pratipadikam, simple like Lata, Uma.
Strilingam. Akarant.
Akarant. Now look at the vibhakti table of Akaranta Strilinga. Right? So let's say.
Bahuvachanam.
Bahuvachanam of what? So
Sita.
Here. Rama, Rama is there. So Prathama Bahuvachanam is also Rama. Dvitiya Bahuvachan is also Ramaha. Okay.
So it's Dvitiya.
So now we'll have to infer, like we'll have to know what is the vibhakti based on the usage there, in the context. So if you look at this, Tatra Vayam Rotikaha Khaditavantaha Asan or Asma. Now Khaditavantaha Bahuvachanam. Yeah, but so the action here is happening is Khadanam. And Khadanam needs a karma padam, object. So in this sentence, Vayam is Kartrupadam. We are doing the action of eating. And actually Khaditavantaha, technically it is a Visheshanam here. But still, there is action in this Visheshanam. Khadanam asti. So, and also we need to take note of what is the, whether it is a Sakarmaka or Akarmaka. Even though this is a Namapadam, not actually Kriyapadam, but there is a Kriya hidden in this. Khadanam asti atra. So we need to note whether it is Sakarma Karma. Based on that, there will be or there has to be a Karma Padam or not, depending on Akarmaka Sakarmaka. Khadanam Aham Khadami or Vayam Khadamaha. If you say that, there will be a Karma Padam needed there. Vayam Kim Khadamaha. Vayam Rotika. Where if we are eating one Rotika, we will say Rotikam Khadamaha. If there are multiple Rotika, then we still need Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. There Dvitiya Bahuvachanam becomes Ramaha Rotikaha. Because Sakaranta. So here it is Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. Vayam Rotikaha Khadamaha, or in this both the Kridanta we are using Khaditavantaha. So here Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. Now Rameshaha Takram Pitavan. So similarly, another example of this one is, let's say, we went to the river. So how do we went to the river? How do we make that sentence?
Vayam
Nadya.
No, first start with the Kriyapadam or the Bhuta Kridanta in this case. Vayam dash dash.
Vayam.
We went. So for went, what do we use?
Gacham. Gatavantaha.
Vayam Gatavantaha. Now idanim question comes kutra. We went to the river. So what is the word for river?
Nadyai.
Nadi is the base word. We want it in the Dvitiya Vibhakti, Dvitiya. Then
Nadim.
So now, if you want to say we went to the rivers, many rivers. So, rivers. Bahuvachanam.
Nadihi.
Nadihi. So there also note that Nadihi. So it is not Nadin. So the form is Nadihi. Like Akaranta Rotikaha. Ikarant, Dirgha Ikaranta Nadihi.
Sorry to interrupt, Mahodaya. So, to the river shouldn't be Chaturthi, is it?
Yeah, location.
No, Chaturthi no. So here no, because again Gachami. Note that in Sanskritam Gam Dhatu is Sakarmaka. Gam Dhatu Gachami. Aham Graham Gachami. Aham Vidyalayam Gachami. These things we have seen that, right? These kind of sentences before with Gachami. Aham Vidyalayam Gachami. Not Vidyalayaya Gachami. Vidyalayam Gachami. So because Gachami is a Sakarmaka in Sanskritam, so I go to the school. So Aham Vidyalayam Gachami. Ditiyavara. So there we should use Ditiya, not Chaturthi or any other vibhakti. The destination, for the word indicating the destination, the Ditiya vibhakti should be used. Aham Vidyalayam Gachami. Okay. Why? Why? Because see, this gam dhatu, the effect of that is the destination. We are reaching it. We are reaching it. So going action is happening. Like when we say aham pustakam pathami, so we are reading what? We are reading the book, because after reading we are actually getting the knowledge of that book, means we are attaining that book, the knowledge in that book. So similarly, when we go, we are attaining that place, we are reaching that place. So in that sense, Ditya Vibhakti is used when we use gacchami, or even the other kriyapadas like prapnomi, prapnoti, prapnomi. There also attaining is involved. We are reaching. So when we say aham vidyalayam prapnomi, saha vidyalayam prapnoti. So there also the reaching action is there, or obtaining action effect is there. So prapnoti, prapnomi also, the what we are obtaining, reaching, they also, so we get the Ditya Vibhakti. So in fact, patati, when we say patati, actually there also Ditya Vibhakti should be used where it is falling. When we say what is that? Paranam or patram is falling to the ground from a tree. So from a tree gets the Panchami. Right? Rukshat, Paranam Rukshat Patati. It's fine, but where it is falling, or to what it is falling. Suppose it is falling to the ground. Then that ground, Bhumihi. So there we are going to use the Titiya. Rukshat Paranam Bhumim Patati. Not Bhumao Patati na. Bhumao Patati you might find the usage sometimes, but technically more appropriate is Bhumim Patati, because it is falling to the ground. So here, okay, is that better now? Correct. Good. So Gatavantaha, Nadihi Gatavantaha. That was the sentence. Rameshaha Takram Pitavan. Takram means
buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Okay. Rameshaha payasam pitavan asma kinchit khadyam graham nitavati. The next Amitaha.
Bhojanasya dhanam kaha dattavan.
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 Bhojanasya aham ashiti rupyakani dattavan.
So again here we are using the word for sankhya, so we studied before. So ashiti rupyakani. Ashiti means
80.
if you remember
80.
80. 80. Bhojanasya aham means of the food. Aham ashiti rupyakani dattvan. I have given the 80 rupees or coins. Amitaha.
Anantaram bhavantah kim kritavantah.
Anantaram upavane upavishtavantaha. Sorry, I didn't understand the sentence.
Which one? Upavishtavantaha?
Upavishtavantaha.
Upavishati means what? Upavishati means?
Stand up or sit down? Sit down. Okay, sit.
Sit.
Yeah, we sat. Anantaram. After that, we sat. Is it?
Yeah, we sat in the upavane. Upavane means
The park, the garden.
Park. Upavanam is garden. Park. Upavanam, Udyanam, Aramaha. Aramaha, these all means garden, resting place.
Okay.
Amitaha.
Upavantah kutra gattavantah.
Upavantah vayam vipanim gatavantah.
Upavanataha.
Sorry. Upavanatah. From the garden, we went to Vipanim.
So one usage here is taha. Taha usage, I think we have seen that, right? Taha. Taha is used in what sense? Upavanataha. Upavanataha. Now upavanataha is an avyam here. When taha is added to any like pratipadikam like this, upavana is a pratipadikam and we are adding taha, bringing taha there, then it becomes avyam. But in what vibhakti sense? What is the meaning of upavanataha here?
From the garden, where did you go?
Yeah. So what is the vibhakti? Actually, vibhakti should have been
Panchami.
there.
Panchami.
Like it is saying like upavanat. Upavanat is fine or upavanataha. Kutra gatavantaha. Upavanataha vayam vipanim gatavantaha. Vipanim is like, you know, apanaha.
Shop.
Apanaha means shop. Vipani is a collection or group of shops, like a mall.
Vipani.
Okay, next.
Vipanayam kim kritavantah.
Tatra Ganeshah yutakani riktavan suma pushpani ritavati.
Kri is a kri.
Kritavati.
Kritavati.
Sorry, Kritavati.
Vipanyam kim kritavantaha.
Ganesha bought the shirts and Suma bought the flowers. Okay.
This is this kri, okay? There is no vowel r here. This is a simple r, kri. Is in the Devanagari, many times it is written like this. You can obviously write like this also, kri. But sometimes you see it like this. This is kri. Kritavantaha, what did you buy? Vipanyam kim kritavantaha? Tatra Ganesha yutakani kritavan. Yutakani shirts. Suma pushpani kritavati. Okay. Antaram
Kim kritavantah.
Tataf vayam griham praptavantah.
So here also not praptavan, praptati, prapnomi, prapnoti. So here graham coming as a Ditya vibhakti. Any questions, anybody? No. So this one you can take this as a homework later. So here convert the underlined words into past tense, which should be simple. You can also refer to this table here for conversions later. Do that. This one should be simple. Okay. Next topic is Bhutakale Sma. Past continuous. Now, yeah, let's start again. Ashokaha Lata. That too. Mangala Nirmala Vagini.
Yes.
अशोकः लते ह्यः चक्रयाने भवतीम् अहं दृष्टवान् भवती कुत्र गच्छति स्म.
So the first word here, late. So what is late here? Vibhakti? Sambodhanam. Lata or anything like the akaranta words. So all are akaranta here, like Nirmala, Mangala, Anita. So where or Sharada. So here the Sambodhanam becomes late, Mangale or Nirmale, Anite, Sharade. And then Sambodhanam.
Will I continue, Mother?
Yeah, just now Malati Bhagini joined. So Malati Bhagini, Malati. So Sambodhanam katham bhavati tatra?
It's been a long time since I came, Guruji. So I'm just.
This is a question for others, not you.
Oh, okay.
You mean Sambodhanam for Malati?
Sambodhanam for Malati. Dirgha ikarantam.
It will be Malati with a short E.
No, shorten. Like Nadi. Hey, Nadi. Nadi. Malati. Okay. Late ha chakravane bhavati maham drishtavan. Now the second vakyam here is bhavati kutra gacchati sma. Now your sma is being added. Now what does this mean now? Bhavati kutra gacchati sma. Now what is gacchati? But if it is only bhavati kutra gacchati, then what? Gacchati we know.
Where did you go?
No. Bhavati kutra gacchati. Only if that is the sentence without sma, what is the meaning?
Where are you going?
Where are you going? Or where do you go? Either one. Now, as soon as we add sma, it changes to bhutakala continuous. Not like, it doesn't mean where did you go. It means where you were going. Where were you going? So bhavati, if you want to just ask where did you go, then we can use that bhuta kritanta, or we can use, if any of you are familiar with lang lakara, you can use lang lakara, like bhavati kutra agachat. That also you can use, or as a bhuta kritanta we can use bhavati kutra gatavati, bhavati kutra gatavati asit. We can use like that. But if we add sma, it means where were you going? Because she saw in the chakrayanam in the car, in a vehicle, then she wants to ask, where were you going? Okay, next Lata. Lata kim modati? Nirmala Bhagini.
Nirmala. Ashoka aham prani sangrahalayam.
Prani sangrahalayam gatavati. So this is a simple sentence. Again, we saw that before. Okay, next.
लते भवती तत्र किं दृष्टवती.
What did you see there?
Lata. Tatra pashvah आसन्. एकः गजः मन्दं चलति स्म. सः इक्षुदण्डं खादति स्म. वानराः वृक्षेषु क्रीडन्ति स्म.
So not everywhere there is a sma. Now sma, when sma is added to the kriya pada rupam, which is in the vartamana kala, gacchati sma, that is vartamana kala. So here also chalati is vartamana kala, khadati is vartamana latlakara, and kridanti is also vartamana kala. But as we add sma there, then it becomes that like past continuous tense. So tatra pashavaha asan. What is pashavaha? Animals. There were animals in the Prani Sangrahalayam. So I hope everybody knows what is Prani Sangrahalaya.
Zoo.
Zoo. Prani. Praninah yatra sangraha bhavati. Sangraha means collection. Prani. Prani is animal.
Animal.
So they are collected there. Sangrahalaya. Zoo. Tatra pashavaha asan. Ekah gajaha mandam chalati sma. So it was walking slowly. Saha ikshudandam khadati sma. It was eating. He was eating. Gajaha. He was eating ikshudandam.
Sugar cane.
Sugar cane. Ikshudandam, sugar cane. Then vanaraha vruksheshu kridanti sma. They were playing in the trees. Who? Vanaraha.
This one is
Ashokaha.
Saptami. Sorry, this one is Saptami, right? Vruksheshu.
Saptami. Vruksheshu kridanti. In the trees they were playing.
Oh, I see.
Ashokaha.
They means just the monkeys here, Vanara, just to be clear. Okay, next.
Tatra simha asit kim? Tata.
Lata. Tatra simha asit. Saha उच्चैः गर्जित स्म न केवलं सिंहः तत्र हरिणाः आसन् उष्ट्रः अपि
आसन् उच्चैः गर्जति स्म सः सिंहः lion उच्चैः गर्जति स्म. So garjati, you know, roar. Loudly roaring. It was loudly roaring. Na kevalam simha tatra harinaha asan. Not only lion, there were also tatra harinaha asan. What were the harinaha?
Deer.
Deers. Ustraha api asan.
Camel.
Camels. Okay, next Ashoka.
Harinaha kim kurvanti sma? Ustraha kim kurvanti sma? What were they doing?
What are deers doing? What are camels doing?
लता हरिणाः तृणं खादन्ति स्म उष्ट्राः जलं पीबन्ति स्म.
किं खगान् दृष्टवती तत्र ते किं कुर्वन्ति स्म?
Uttamam. So that tone is important. Kim Khagan, that what you said came out rightly. Kim Khagan Drishtavati Tatra. Did you see the birds there? Lata.
लता आं तत्र खगान् दृष्टवती ते वृक्षाणां शाखासु कूर्जन्ति स्म.
Shakhasu. Kujanti sma. Shakhasu, like Ramasu, Umasu. Saptami Bhavachanam. Rukshanam Shakhasu, in the branches of the trees, Kujanti sma. Kujati which is in kujati means they are making chirping sound. Okay, next.
किं तत् अशोकः किं तत्र जलचराः अपि आसन् जलचराः
लता आम् तत्र जलचराः अपि आसन् कूर्मः जलाशये विहरन्ति स्म मकराः जलाशयस्य तीरे निद्रां कुर्वन्ति स्म
Kim tatra jalacharaha. Jalacharaha, now first we saw like praninaha, means the animals. Pashavaha. Pashu was the word used for the animals. And then the next word we have here khaga. Khagaha means the bird. Khagan drishtavati. Now we have jalacharaha. Jalachara means jale charanti iti jalacharaha. Charanti means gacchanti, brahmanti, atanti. Jalacharaha, one who wander or roam or live. Basically, they are in the water. Water. Animals living in the water. On tatra jalacharaha pe asan. Kurmaha.
Tortoise.
Tortoises or turtles. Jalashe viharanti sma. Viharanti. Viharati means what is viharati?
moving about
Yeah. They are moving about in the Jalashaya, in that pond or a lake. Then Makaraha Jalashayasya Tire Nidram Kurvanti Sma. Makaraha is
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Crocodile. Jalashayasya Tire. Tiraha is a bank on the banks of pond. Nidram kurvanti sma. They were sleeping. Okay. Ashoka. Sundaram.
सुन्दरम् अहं श्वः तत्र गच्छामि
So I go there tomorrow. So your note, question might come here. Aham shvah tatra gacchami.
Yeah, I will go there tomorrow. Or I go tomorrow.
Go there. I will go there tomorrow. So here gacchami coming the vartamana kala. Yeah. Ideally, bhavishyat kala, a different form can be used, but many times we see such usages like vartamana kala gacchami with the shvaha for the actions happening in the future, which is okay. I mean, depends. That is not incorrect. That's fine. So there is just one small question which you can, like sma apayujya bhutakale panchavakyani likatu. So write the 5 sentences using sma in the past tense. That brings us to Bhavishyat Kala. So last time we saw the Bhutakala Kritanta Rupam using the Gatavati, Gatavatu Pratyaya, like Gatavan, Gatavati, etc. And now we added the Sma, making the past continuous. Again, note that in Sanskritam there is no separate form for present continuous. Like I am going, or I am eating, or he is eating. The present continuous forms separately, they do not exist, but the same gacchami, khadami, they are used for present continuous also, with the simple present and present continuous. However, there are other ways of expressing present continuous, which is not a topic for L1, but you simply can use the same present tense only, gacchami, khadami, for saying I am eating, I am going. Okay, kriyapadani bhavishyat kala, future tense. Vartamana kala examples are given in the left column. The right side we have bhavishyat kala, future tense. Adya viramadinam asti, shvaha viramadinam bhavishyati. So today is a holiday, tomorrow will be holiday, viramadinam bhavishyati. So asti changing to bhavishyati. That is the ekavachanam. Then we have sevakaha bhavane santi, sevakaha bhavane bhavishyanti. That is the plural. Santi changing to bhavishyanti in the bhavishyat kala or future tense. And then asmi changing to bhavishyami. Then smaha changing to bhavishyamaha. Adya vayam kridangane smaha, shvaha vayam kridangane bhavishyamaha. Then we have adya rashtrotsava bhavati, shvaha rashtrotsava bhavishyati. Rashtrotsava, national celebration. Bhavati, that also changing to bhavishyati. So note that asti changing to bhavishyati and bhavati also changing to bhavishyati. So asti does not have a separate different form in the bhavishyat kala. So it is taking the same bhavishyati form in the bhavishyat kala, future tense. So bhavati is also become bhavishyati, asti also bhavishyati. Bhavanti bhavishyanti. Now gacchati, when it comes to gacchati we have gamishyati. Patati patishyati. Khadanti khadishyanti. I mean, this is again simple. You can refer to the tables. So some of the examples are given here. Some of the again the tables are here. So if you go to here, column NOPQ, Kadishyati, Kadishyanti, Kadishyami, Kadishyama, etc. You can find this examples here. The other way to find is some of the few examples are given here, like in the last. What do you see on the screen now? Okay, here. So here also, if you, for example, Parasmepadi, we are learning this Parasmepadi only. Atmanipadi you are not yet learning. So if you look at, say, for example, Nash or Da, if you look at Da, for example, Dadati is the present tense, and here is a lung, if you are somebody interested. But basically right now we are studying this Rit, this Lakara is called Rit Lakara, which is Bhavishyat Kala. In the Bhavishyat Kala it becomes Dasyati. So here you see Dasyati, Dasyataha, Dasyanti. And if it is Tvam, it becomes Dasyasi, Dasyataha, Dasyatha. Tam Yuam, Yuyam, Yuyam Dasyatha. Uttama Purusha means Aham. If you are in Aham, it becomes Dasyami. Avam Dasyavaha, Vayam Dasyamaha. Saha Dasyati, Tau Dasyataha, Te Dasyanti. So like this, the both so Bhavishyat Kala forms can be found. Now, for other Kriyapadas, other than which are shown here, if you are interested, you can also refer to the koshas, the offline, the PDFs or other printed ones. you can refer to them, but also there is this website you can use, ashtadhyayi.com, where you can go to Dhatu Patha here at the bottom, the middle button here, Dhatu Patha. So it shows the list of dhatus in the Dhatu Patha, which was compiled by Panini. Original means compiled by Panini. But also you can search here. Just suppose if you want to search Gacchati. So what is the Bhavishyat Kala or the forms of Gacchati, Gamadhatu. You can also type here Gacchati. I think I can type here. As you see here, even I am typing in the English letters, then also it is showing that Gacchati. You can also use the Devanagari script here for searching, then also it will show. So here it shows Gamadhatu. So if you click here, you see here the Kartari, Latlakara means this is the Vartamana Kala. But if you scroll down, there is something called here, you see Lritlakara. So this Lritlakara means Bhavishyat Kala, which we are interested in. There is another kind of Bhavishyat Kala in Sanskritam, but right now we are not going to study that. So we are focusing on this one form of Bhavishyat Kala. So Gamishyati, Gamishyataha, Gamishyanti. So here you can search and easy to search here. You can easily find. For example, if you want to search Khadati, so what is the form of Khadati? So you can type. You don't have to remember the dhatu also. You can, if you know the Vartamana Kala Rupam, you can type here. Khadati. Again, same Khadati. You scroll down. There is here Lritlakara, which is Khadishyati. Khadishyata, Khadishyanti. Similarly, if you search Pashyati. So note that the Pashyati is, the dhatu is Drish here, not Pash. And Pashyati, Pashyata, Pashyanti, you see here, this is the Vartamana Kala, as we know. And note that Lritlakara, Bhavishyat Kala becomes Drakshati, not, you don't see Pashya element here. Bhavishyat Kala becomes Drakshati. Drakshata, Drakshanti, Drakshasi, Drakshata, Drakshatha. So these can be found out here. Some of them are given in the table here also, but other than that, if you are interested in other forms of other dhatus or even in the Dvivachanam, Madhyama Purusha, etc., you can find them here easily. So in the previous sentence, or previous that Sambhashanam we were reading, the last sentence was Aham Shvaha Tatra Gacchami. So that Gacchami becomes here, as you see here, Gamishyami. Right? Gamishyami given here. Aham Shvaha Tatra Gamishyami. Okay. And Pashyati is also given here. Drakshati, Dakshanti, Dakshami, Dakshamaha. Also note that Pruchati means asking. So here also it becomes Prakshati, Prakshanti, Prakshami, Prakshamaha. Prapnomi becomes Prapsyati, Prapsyataha. Note one thing, what is the speciality about this? What do you notice in the form of this Bhavishyat Kala forms of all these words? You see the Sya here, right? Sya or Sya. Sya or Sya. So this is important, or good to know. So in every in the Bhavishyat Kala form, you see this Sya or Sha. So Bhavishyati, Bhavishyata, Bhavishyanti. So here also Upavekshyami. Now here Utthasyati. So here Utthasyati, you can see the Sya there. Uttisthati. There the Bhavishyat Kala form is Utthasyati. There is a Sya there. Similarly Karishyati, everywhere there is Sya. But sometimes you see here Upavishati, Upavekshati. So where is Sya there? The Sya is still there. Sya or Sha is still there. But it has turned into Kshya. Upavisha, Upavishati, that has turned into Ksha actually, Ksha. Because what is Ksha? Ksha is nothing but Ka, Sha and Ya, right? So there is a Sha here. There is still Sha here. Upavekshya. So similarly we have Krishyanti, Gamishyati, so Gayati, Gasyati, Jnasyati, Janati, we have Jnasyati. If there is just a Tishtati, we have Sthasyati. Not that Tishtati, we have Sthasyati, but in the top here we had Uttishtati, Tishtati, Uttishtati. So for Tishtati we have Sthasyati, because Tha is the dhatu, Stha, Sthasyati. But for Uttishtati we have Utthasyati, not Usthasyati. There is no Sa here. There is just a Tha, Utthasyati. So Tyajati we have Tyakshati, Tyakshati. Dadati, Dasyati. Dhavati, Dhavishyati. Nayati, Neshyati. So this is more of like a practice. As you practice using these words more and more, you'll get familiar with this. Whether it is like, for example, Pachati, it becomes Pakshati, not Pachishyati. So how do we know that? By usage. Like you look at the either kosha and start using it. As we use more and more, we remember them. Like Pachati becomes Pakshati, we should not use Pachishyati. Like Patati becomes Patishyati. Patati, Patishyati, not Pachyati, like Patishyati. Similar, Tyajati, not Tyajishyati, we have Tyakshati there. So similarly, note the Milati, Melishyati, Yachati. There is one more area, Yacha. Also has a form Dasyati. Yachati also giving. Dadati is also giving. Yachati also giving. Vasati, Vatsyati, Shaknoti, Shakshati, Shrunoti, Shroshyati. Okay. Astu. Okay. Who wants to read this? Two people. Okay, Anita and Jaya. Okay.
रणे भवत्याः सङ्गीतकार्यक्रमः कदा भवति कदा भविष्यति?
This we are changing, right? This is Bhasha. Bhavati becomes Bhavishyati. Mama Karyakramah Shukravasire Asti. That also becomes Bhavishyati. Sorry, I did not realize this was Abhyasa. Suma Tada Veena Vadanam Kaha Karoti Karishyati. So you can just refer to the table and find Vadayati, Vadayishyati, Vityati, Artishyati, Gayati, Gasyati. the simple ones. Okay, so we are up for one more lesson here. We covered the sma and sma used in the sense of continuous past tense, and then we have the Bhavishyat Kala Rupam. Then here we have the Tvanta Rupam. Now, Tvanta. Now, Tva is another Trut Pratyaya. Another Trut Pratyaya. So we have seen that Tavatu Pratyaya. Tavatu is one of the Trut Pratyayas, and this Tavatu changes to Tavat when it is added to a dhatu. For example, Gam plus Tavatu becomes Gatavat. So basically the Tavat remains as the final form of this Pratyaya to be added to a dhatu. So Tavat. And this is the Pratipadikam, right? Nitavat is the Pratipadikam. Gatavat is the Pratipadikam. Gatavan is not Pratipadikam. Gatavat is the Pratipadikam. Gatavat, Nitavat, Patitavat, these are the Pratipadikam. In the Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, it becomes Gatavan, Patitavan, etc. So, at the Pratipadikam level, for Pullingam and Napunsakalingam, we have this form, Gatavat, Nitavat. But for Strilingam, we have Nitavati, Gatavati, they are the Pratipadikam. Now, this one, Tvanta, Tva. So, Tva in Devanagari it is written like this, which is actually the Ka plus the plus Va. Tva. So, this is one of the Krut Pratyayas. Again, this is Krut Pratyayas are always added to dhatus. This Krut Pratyaya is also added to dhatu, any dhatu like the Gam, Drishya, anything, Patu. So when it is added, at the time of addition, only Tva remains. The Ka is dropped and only Tva remains. Just like Tavatu, in that also Ka is dropped, only Tavat remains. And the final U is also dropped. First Ka and final ending U is also dropped and only Tavat remains. Here also in the Tva, only Tva is added. Ka is ignored. So Tva is added. When we add Tva, what happens here? Examples are given here. Khaditva. This is one of the forms. Khaditva. So here we are adding this Tva to Khad dhatu. And in between the E is coming. In some places E comes, in some places E doesn't come. Like for example, Patitva. There also E comes there. Patit. Because we have this like example Patitavan, there also E coming, right? Pata plus Tavat. So where is the E there? Pata plus Tavat, there is no E. But for some dhatus, E is added in between. Patitavan. But for some dhatus, E is not added. For example, Gatavan, there is no E. It's not Gativan. Gatavan. Similarly, Drishtavan, there is no E there. Drishtavan. So Pakvavan, there is no E there. Shaktavan, no E. But in many cases, E comes there. Khaditavan, Patitavan. Okay. So, in this case also, E is added for some dhatus. So, if you know the Tavatu form, these are also will be similar in the sense wherever there is E added in case of Tavatu, in the same cases E is also added here, like Khaditavan, Patitavan. Here also it becomes patitva, khaditva, etc. So what does this mean actually? This khaditva means what? Means after eating food. That means khaditva means after eating. After eating, khaditva. So two sentences are given here. The first line here. Balakah bhojanam khadati and balakah nidrati. So these are two separate sentences. Like balaka bhojanam khadati, boy eats food. Then we have this balaka nidrati, he sleeps. Now if we want to join them, if you know the sequence of the actions here, so suppose he is eating the food first, he eats the food first and then he goes to sleep. Then means afterwards he goes to sleep. So eating action is happening first, then the sleeping action is happening afterwards, after eating. In this case, we can turn them into single sentence, join them using the stvanta form. So where are we going to apply the tva? To the first action, to the first kriya padam. To first kriya, we are adding this tva. So balaka bhojanam khaditva nidrati. This is the second action. The action happening first is coming here with the tva, and then the action happening after that is coming in the simple, in its own form. That is, its kriyapada form. Whether it could be in vartamana kala, it could be in bhuta kala, it could be in bhavishyat kala. Okay. So we'll see some examples are given here. Like chhatra syutam gruhnati. This is the second example. Then what happens? Chhatra vidyalayam gacchati. So she picks up or takes the syutam, the bag, and afterwards, after that action, she goes to vidyalayam, means school. Chhatra syutam gruhnati anantaram sa vidyalayam gacchati. So we have this chhatra syutam gruhitva. So we are adding tva to this gruhnati, changing it to tva, gruhitva, vidyalayam gacchati. After that she goes to school. So gruhnati is turning into gruhitva because we are adding tva to the dhatu. Dhatu here is graha. Graha is the dhatu. So we are adding tva. It changes to gruhitva. So similarly we have the next one. Archakah snati. Snati means he bathes. He takes bath. Then the anantaram archakah pujeti. Archakah, the priest, is snati. He takes bath first and then after that he pujayati. He worships. So now snatva. Snati changing to snatva. Anantaram saha pujayati. So similarly we have different other examples here. Mrugaha vyaghram pashyati anantaram mrugaha dhavati. So pashyati is changing to drishtva because the dhatu is drish. So like we have gatva, gam will become gatavan, and then pashyati becomes drishtavan. So here also drishtva. It is adding to dhatu. Tva is added to dhatu, drishtva. Mrugaha vyaghram drishtva dhavati. Mrugaha vyaghram drishtva dhavati. Note that in the first case here there are two sentences. In both the sentences the same kartru padam is there, or the subject is the same. The one which is doing the action is the same. Mrugaha is looking and mrugaha is running. In both the cases mruga is doing the work. So in that case we are combining the sentence with the tva here. Mrugaha vyaghram drishtva dhavati. Mitrani graham gacchanti anantaram mitrani kridanti. Mitrani graham gatva kridanti. So they go and then they play. Bhavantah katham shrunvanti anantaram bhavantah asanti. So bhavantah, you all, Bhavanta katham shrutva hasanti. Amba annam khaditavati. Amba karyalayam gatavati. Amba annam khaditva karyalayam gatavati. So now, note that as I said before, this dhavati, the second one, could be in present tense, past tense, or future tense, or in tense. No, or any tense actually. Mrugaha vyagram drishtva dhavati. So in this sentence actually there are two actions happening, right? Two actions happening. Mruga, though the kriya padam is only one. What is the kriya padam here? Mrugaha vyagram drishtva dhavati. When somebody asks what is the dhavati is the kriya padam, that is the answer. If you are asked, if the question is what is the kriya padam in this sentence? Kriya padam is only dhavati. And what is its tense? It is the present tense. And what about drishtva? Drishtva, is it action? Yes, it is action. Drishtva means after looking at. After looking at. After looking at the tiger, she is running. So first she has to look at the tiger. Then she runs. So drishtva dhavati. First she has to look. This is important to understand. Okay? She has to look and then run. So that there are two distinct actions happening, and they're happening in sequence. Remember, in sequence. First, the looking action is happening first, and after completing that action, she is running. Both are not happening at the same time. She has to look first, finish that action, and then run. Now, the first action, which is the looking action here, darshanam, that is action, that has to finish before the second action, and that second action could be happening in the present tense, or it could be future tense, or it could be past tense. So in any case, drishtva, the first action, should be happening before the second action, and the second action could be in present, past, future. So when if I say, so here the example is here, Amba annam khaditavati, Amba annam karyalayam gatavati. So Amba is Mata. So she ate the food, or she has eaten the food, and she has gone to the karyalayam, office. So now what gatavati, we are using here gatavati, and what is the tense of gatavati? So like gatavati in itself doesn't have a tense because it is a namapadam. But we are using it in that sense because suppose we are adding here gatavati asit. So I'm assuming that asit is in the past tense. So amba annam khaditva karyalayam gatavati asti or asit. So now khaditva we are adding here. So khadana kriya. So eating action is there, which has happened before this gatavati, or which has to happen before gatavati. Means before the action of going, she has to finish this khadana kriya, means eating action. So that means this gamana kriya, going action, is in the past, and khadana kriya is also in the past now because it has to happen in the past. Now if you look at another example, I think it is the next one. Yeah. Ashwaha dhavishyati anantaram ashwaha jalam pasyati. Now dhavishyati, pasyati both are in the future tense, bhavishyat kala. Pasyati means will drink. Ashwaha jalam, pibati is the present tense, its future tense is pasyati. Ashwaha jalam pasyati means horse will drink the water in the future here. So we are bringing that here, and dhavishyati we are changing it to dhavitva. Ashwaha dhavitva jalam pasyati. Now, so here the running action is there. Now running action should be complete before drinking the water. When should it be complete? Before drinking the water. And the drinking water action could be it is in the future here. So this dhavitva could be also in future. Ashvaha dhavitva jalam pasyati. So that means it should precede, dhavana or the running action should precede the drinking action. So the drinking action could be in the past, future, present. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter means obviously how we want to, depending on what you want to say. It could be in present, past, future. But the word which is used in with the tva, that will precede that action. So similarly here we have balikaha nartishanti, anantaram balikaha gasyanti. First they will dance. Second sentence we have they will sing. So balikaha nartitva gasyanti, they will sing after dancing. After dancing. So dancing will precede the singing here. But note that the first action will complete before the second action begins. Both are not happening simultaneously. Any question?
Well, just a quick question. I know for the Tavatu said that it doesn't preserve the Kriya Padam, it becomes a Nama Padam. So in this Tavant, does it, like, is it the same or like is still considered as a Kriya Padam?
This is the pratyaya is only tva, and the words ending in tva, we are calling it tvanta. Anta means ending. Pada is word. Tvanta padam is the word ending in tva. Note that any word ending in any krit pratyaya, a word ending in any krit pratyaya is a nama padam. Actually, it's a pratipadikam first, and then it becomes we add a vibhakti pratyaya, it becomes nama padam. Anyone, whether it is tva, ktavatu, it doesn't matter. So here also, when you add tva, it is not a kriya padam, it is a nama padam. But here, what is the vibhakti question here? What is the vibhakti? Nartitva, dhavitva. There is no vibhakti. This is avayam. So the words ending in tva, they are avayam, but they are nama padam. Avayams are also nama padam. Avayam is a subset of nama padam. So avayams are nama padam. So these are all nama padams. Note that they are avayam. So they don't change their forms, because it doesn't make any sense here. Khaditva is after doing that. But whereas the tavatu, they do get the vibhakti forms, they are not avayam. They have the lingam, vachanam, vibhakti, etc. They have the entire vibhakti table because they are visheshanam. Whereas here they are not visheshanam, they are avayam. Any other question? No? Okay, so another one which is related to that only, we'll just cover this quickly. Balaka mitram afayati anantaram balaka kriya. This is also similar, that what we saw before. There is another pratyaya called lep. So the previous we saw tva, right, tva, and now we have something called lep. So both are used in the same sense, similar, same usage. One to indicate one action precedes the other action. So in the previous we had balaka pustakam patitva vidyalayam gacchati. Patitva, we are using that. Now, in the same sense, the lep is also used. But where is it used? Where there is a upasarga like this, a is upasarga. So when there is a only if there is a Hayati, then the lep doesn't apply. Then the Tva applies. For example, if you say Gacchati, so let's see Gacchati example here. No, it's not there. So Gacchati is, for example, Gacchati, if you use it like this, Gatva, this one Gatva. Balakaha Vidyalayam Gacchati, Balaka Pustakam Patati. So first he goes to school, then he reads the book. So then in that case, Balaka Vidyalayam Gatva Pustakam Patati. So that way the sentence can be formed. But if we add some kind of upasarga, what is upasarga? Upasarga is a prefix added to a kriya padam. Sometimes it changes the meaning, sometimes it doesn't. Right? Like agacchati, avagacchati. Agacchati means comes. Right? Gacchati means goes, agacchati comes. So here the meaning changes with the upasarga. Sometimes the meaning doesn't change. Karshati, prakarshati, the meaning doesn't change there. So here gacchati, agacchati. Gacchati goes, agacchati comes. So balakaha graham agacchati, balakaha nidrati. Suppose that is the sentence. Two sentences. Boy comes home, then he sleeps. In that case, we have a as the upasarga here. Balakah graham agacchati. In this case, we cannot use tva there. We cannot say balakah graham agatva nidrati, because there is a upasarga. If there is upasarga, in place of tva, the lep pratyaya comes. Lep. In this lep pratyaya, la is not used, pa is not used, only ya remains. That is also note that it's a vyanjanaya. So, or don't worry about this vyanjana and all that. So anyway, so this only ya is used. So in this case, gam dhatu, we have a as upasarga, agacchati, that changes to agatya. Balakaha graham agatya, not agatva. Graham, balakaha graham agatya pustakam patati. So if there is a upasarga, we have to be careful about this. In place of tva, we'll use ya. So those examples you find here. That is the only difference. There is no difference. The meaning is same. Like balakah mitram ahvayati. So here there is a upasarga. So that's why we are using balakah mitram ahuya. Not hutva. Ahuya. Ahuya kridati. He calls a friend or invites a friend. Then after inviting he plays. So ahuya kridati. Then grahakaha apanam prapnoti. Here also note that pra is the upasarga here. Apnoti is the without the upasarga, that is the actual apnoti. So if there is only apnoti, then we could have used like aptva. But here we are using pra. Pra is the upasarga. Then grahakaha apanam prapnoti anantaram pustakam krinati. So that prapnoti, instead of using tva, praptva, we should not use praptva. We should use lep here, prapya. Similarly, upavishati, there is upa, as upasarga here. Chatra asane upavishati, anantaram patati, pustakam patati. So upavishati, upa is the upasarga. So here it becomes upavishya. Chatraha balaka, chatraha asane upavishya patati. Not vishtva, not like that. Balaka uttishtanti, balikaha uttishtanti. So here also, like if there is only tishtanti, then it would have become like sthatva, like that. So sthitva. But here we have uttishtanti. Ut is the upasarga here. So here it becomes utthaya. Utthaya devam pujayanti. Similarly, nayati would have become nitva. If it is only nayati, nitva. Now here we have a. as upasarga, it becomes aniya. Bhavan lekhanim aniya likhati. First you bring it, then you write. Then similarly svikaroti. If there is only karoti, it becomes krutva. Apanikah dhanam svikaroti. Now because there is a svi as a upasarga is added here, svikrutya, not krutva, not svikrutva, svikrutya. Abharanam dadati. Similarly chintayati. If there is only chintayati, then it will become chintayitva. But because there is vi here, vichintya, vichintya. Meaning is same. Now similarly agacchati is there here. Agacchati, we talked about that. Gatva becomes agatya here. Now similarly pradattavan, saha dhanam pradattavan. He gave the money. Anantaram graham gatavan. Pradattavan. Only dattavan, if it is there, it would have become dattva. Saha dhanam dattva. Graham gatavan. Now here pradattavan, meaning is same. But we are adding the upasarga pra here. Pradattavan becomes pradaya. Because of upasarga. Some 10th or 11th form abhyasa is there. Again in the table here also the where is that? Is it given? Here Kaditva is given here. This one column AB, if you look at, so there is either Tvanta or Lemanta, depending on both are used in the similar or actually the same sense, that this action precedes the other action, the main action, now the second action. So here, if there is upasarga, you will see the ya, like otherwise you don't see ya, Kaditva, Gatva is there. But similarly, if you say if only Vishati, if there is Vishtva, but if there is Upavishati, it becomes Upavishya, etc. Okay. All right, we can stop here. Meet next week. पुनर्मिलामः. धन्यवादः. नमस्कारः.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.